Have you ever walked into a big office or a school, logged onto a computer, and wondered how everything just works? How hundreds, maybe even thousands of machines are all perfectly in sync? Well, it's not magic. It's a really clever system of invisible rules. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you how it all really works.
So, let's start with the big problem, right? Imagine you're the IT person for a company with 500 computers. You need to push out a new security update to every single one. Are you seriously going to walk to all 500 desks? No way. That would be a complete nightmare. It's just not possible. So there has to be a smarter way to do it. And this really shows the two worlds you could live in. Over on the left, you've got the old way, which is just chaos. Every computer is its own little island, setups are all manual, rules are different everywhere. It's a huge security risk. But then on the right, you have the smart way. Everything is run from one central place, the rules are the same for everybody, and the whole network is way more secure. The goal, obviously, is to get from that nightmare on the left to that clean, organized world on the right.
So how do we make that happen? How do we get that order? Well, it all starts with the first piece of the puzzle. You can think of it as the central brain of the entire network. This brain is called a domain controller, or just DC for short. And that's exactly what it is, a special server that acts as the single source of truth for the whole network. It's the boss. It holds all the rules, manages who gets to do what, and has the final say on everything.
So what is this brain actually doing all day? Well, a few really critical things. First, it holds every single user account in one place. Your one login for everything? That's the DC. It also stores the Active Directory database, which is way more than just a contact list. It's a live map of every user, every computer, and how they're all connected. And maybe most importantly, it's the network's bouncer. When you log in, it's the DC that checks your ID and makes sure you are who you say you are, and it enforces the rules, like making sure your password is long enough.
Okay, so we have a brain, but a brain is only as good as the instructions it's given, you know? That brings us to the second part of our solution, the powerful rulebook that tells the brain exactly what it needs to do.
And this rulebook is called group policy. If the domain controller is the central authority, then group policy is how that authority is used. It's an incredibly powerful tool that lets IT admins create rules and settings and then bam, push them out to every computer on the network at once. This is the real game changer.
And the level of control here is just wild. We're talking about everything, from simple stuff like making the company logo the official desktop wallpaper for everyone, to automatically connecting you to the right network drives. It can install software you need, give you access to the right printers, and even lock you out of things you shouldn't be messing with, like the control panel. It literally shapes your entire digital experience at work.
All right, theory's great, but let's see how this brain and rulebook actually work together in a real-world place we all get, a school computer lab.
So check this out. Step 1. The IT admin at the school notices kids are playing way too many games, so she creates a new rule: block games on lab PCs. Simple enough. Step 2. She adds that rule to the rulebook, the group policy. Step 3. The brain, our domain controller, immediately sees this new instruction. And finally, Step 4. Instantly. Every single computer in that lab gets the new rule and enforces it. No more games. Just like that. No running around, no touching individual machines. Pure, centralized power.
So why do companies and schools go through all the trouble to set this up? What's the big payoff? Well, it really just boils down to two huge things that every organization needs: saving a ton of time and having rock-solid security.
And the benefits are just massive. First, you save an incredible amount of time. One person can make a change that affects thousands of computers in minutes, not weeks. Second, your security gets a huge boost. By forcing everyone to have a strong password and follow the same rules, you get rid of those weak spots. And finally, it just makes business run smoother. Everyone gets the ops and drives they need automatically, so the whole place is more consistent and productive.
So really, what we've seen is the journey from total chaos, where every computer is a wild, unpredictable thing, to this beautiful, elegant system of centralized control. It's the difference between anarchy and order in the digital world.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. The next time you log in at work and you see your company's wallpaper or that a network printer is already set up for you, you'll know that wasn't an accident. That's an invisible rule in action. So it makes you wonder, right? What other unseen rules are quietly shaping your digital world every single day?